I want to talk about a couple of things that hit my radar this week, Tony. I was watching a video by a guy called Aswath Damodaran. You ever come across him? Aswath Damodaran?
No, I haven't. No.
It's also a Harry Potter magic spell. If I say Aswath Damodaran, you can make all your money disappear and go into my bank account. Now, Damodaran is a professor of finance at the Stern School of Business at New York University, and
They never smile.
you know, no, you don't want an easygoing school of business, a school of finance. You want them to be pretty stern.
Correct,
yeah, the Stern School, where they take it very seriously. He is a value guy and been around a long time, apparently, very popular, I gather. But I watched some videos that he did, and he starts off one of them by using a lemmings analogy. He said all investors are lemmings. Trying to remember the rest of it, but he said you look at lemmings and you go, okay, well, the first one that goes over the edge of the cliff, you go, okay, well, you can understand that. Maybe the first one didn't see the edge of the cliff and was just excited and was running and fell over. And then the next couple that go over, well, maybe they were just too close to the first one, and it was too late by the time the first one went over, and they couldn't put the brakes on fast enough, so momentum carries them over. He goes, but what do you do about the last one? There's like 50 lemmings. How do you explain the last one? He's seen 50 of his friends go over. Yeah, and he's obviously thinking, wow, there must be something good at the bottom of this cliff. I'm not going to miss out. I'm going over as well.
Exactly. Yeah, and he goes, YOLO on the way over. You're on your
that's right. Yeah. So he said, all investors are lemmings. The ones at the front are the momentum investors. Like, they're just excited. They can't believe how great this is. They're going along with it. They go over the cliff. Then he said, you got the people in like the middle of the bunch that are sort of a little bit more skeptical, but then they look at what the momentum investors are doing and they're like, well, they must know something I don't. So they go over the edge. Then he said at the bottom, you've got the value investors right at the back that they're like, I don't know. I'm going to at least try and apply some logic and reasoning to why I'm running up this cliff and whether or not I should jump off the end. He said it doesn't mean that they won't jump off cliffs from time to time, but if they get carried away. But he was basically talking about having some rules, having some attempts not to be a momentum lemming, not to be one of the worst lemmings, he's talking about the hardest thing, and we've talked about this a lot before, but the hardest thing in investing is discipline and not getting carried away and not getting involved in FOMO and all those sorts of things. And so he said, look, for me, I just try and be I understand that I'm probably going to make mistakes and I'm probably going to fall into traps and I'm probably going to, do things that make decisions that I regret later, but I'm trying to use as much data and logic and reasoning as I can to avoid those things, to avoid those aspects of human nature, which we all have. It's natural, apart from you, Iceman, but for the rest of us, it's hard not to get swept up in the the excitement
Afterpay,
and the exactly. Well, you and Taylor are going to have some good conversations about Bitcoin when we're in Sydney, I'm sure. At dinner,
it's worse than that, Cam. It's like, there are people who are paid to usher the lemmings up the cliff, right? And then they pay the roadrunner to go out in front and then just stop just short of the cliff and watch everyone go over. And there are people who sell tickets to the cliff. It's like, you don't want to go on there? No, you're not good enough for the cliff, mate. No. Oh, okay, I'll give you a ticket, sure.
Yeah, shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. It's your magic ticket.
I agree.
It's your Willy Wonka golden ticket.
He's right. We're probably all some type of lemming, but, you can just spot where the lemmings are going at the moment, can't you? Into the SaaS stocks, the Afterpay stocks, all those kinds of things.
Yeah, but of course they don't think they're lemmings. They think they're the smart ones and we're the dumb ones. Value investors are the dumb ones. Yeah. Well, anyway, this is all a lead up to a story that somebody posted on Arash, I think on a Facebook group today, CBA launching BNPL service.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we always knew it was a matter of time.
Mm.
This is from the Financial Review. Commonwealth Bank has unveiled its Afterpay pincer movement, announcing a new product, CommBank BNPL. Not exactly the catchiest name. Somebody in Commonwealth Bank's marketing department is probably, putting a rope around their neck this morning. They probably had a bunch of really cool names. Yeah. And then the senior execs went, no, let's call it CommBank BNPL. And the marketing person's like,
no, they would have gone, listen, what do you know about what's wrong with the CommBank brand? Come on.
Oh, it's one of the most beloved brands in the country. It's your money, Ralph. No, was that CommBank?
No, it was Bank of Victoria.
Who was CommBank? It was Jan, not Happy Jan. Was that
Yellow
Commonwealth
Pages?
Bank?
No.
Ah, shit. Okay. I'm sure they had a catchy marketing slogan at some point. Will allow up to 4 million of its retail customers to pay in 4 installments in the biggest competitive response by a major bank to the buy now, pay later phenomenon. Now, Tony, I ask you this, being an investing guru, when an announcement like that comes out, what would have happened today to the Commonwealth Bank shares, and what happened to the Afterpay shares?
I don't think it would have affected the CommBank shares much at all. And Afterpay, I think I know the answer. They went down a little bit, but then they came back up to about where they were beforehand. So investors have pretty much brushed off the news.
Last time I checked, Afterpay was up. I think Afterpay, the market goes, well, this is validation of Afterpay, that they're on a good thing.
Copycats, yeah.
Copycats, yeah. And Commonwealth Bank, what do they know about the kids of today? And they're probably right.
I read in the article that CommBank weren't going to charge their merchants anything for the sales. So if you're a retailer and you're paying 6% at least to Afterpay to book their sales, you're going to put the Afterpay promotional gear at the back of the counter or under the counter and put lots of CBA stuff on the counter, I would have thought.
Is that a cause for a anti-competitive lawsuit at some point?
No, I don't think so.
Know.
Possibly.
Who knows? Yeah. Do we have anti-competition laws in this country like they do in the US? I don't even know how it stands here.
Yeah, we do have anti-competitive laws. I don't think they apply in that case. We have third-line forcing, so it would be illegal if the merchant said you can only buy these goods with a CommBank card. But
right.
Yeah, that wouldn't apply in this case either.
We are going to treat it like it is credit, CBA Group Executive for Retail Banking Services Angus Sullivan said. He said CBA would monitor customers' exposure to other buy now, pay later services and would not allow the new product to be used when customers are late repaying other providers. This goes beyond the commitments made by the buy now, pay later fintechs in the new BNPL Code of Conduct, which has been attacked by consumer groups as lacking the protections of the Credit Act.
Yeah, I heard that today. They made a powerful case. I forget the lady's name, but she was the chair of one of the financial counselling charities, and she was saying we get heaps and heaps of people in who are in financial problems because of BNPL.
Really?
Yeah. Because there's no credit check done before you buy something, and you can spend quite a bit of money on it, so you can get into lots of trouble.
Right.
Because it's credit. As we've said before, it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's credit. And there's no credit check before you use the product and sign up.
Anyway, there you go. CBA shares are down. Afterpay shares are up. All completely rational in the markets today.
We're through the looking glass. But, there's a few other developments there too. Did you see what happened with Afterpay? They issued 10-year bonds, 0 coupons, so no interest payments. So if you give your money to Afterpay for 10 years, I think from memory the deal was something like the bond is basically, the current Afterpay share price of around $100. But in 10 years' time, they'll give you, I think, $130 a share or something like that. So you're basically gambling that Afterpay, A, is still going to be around in 10 years' time, and B, is going to be worth somewhere way north of $130 a share. And people are just lining up like lemmings to take out this zero coupon bond.
Well, there you go. Good luck to them all. I hope they do well.
Yeah. Hope they buy it with Bitcoin.